Good day everyone, I'm going through the Unearthed Arcana for August 2018. We're up to the Viashino. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm wrong, then please let me know. Which is the last race in this month's Unearthed Arcana. They appear to be sort of this very angry, or rather, very fiery and emotional alternative lizard rake to the lizardfolk, and dragonborn, obviously. They seem to be more dinosaur-esque in appearance based on the artwork on the magic cards that I've looked at, but I could be completely wrong there. We'll just get into it straight away now. So their names, they tend to either collect names or discard names. It makes it very hard for other races to sort of keep up with what they want to be called. That's pretty fun. I feel like you could have a lot of interesting party interactions from that, so I do enjoy that. The names themselves aren't really anything interesting. Basisk, Bay, Vili, Yom, things like that. So, sort of weird names, but at the same time, not terribly out there. As for their traits, they get an increase to their dexterity by 2 and their strength by 1. Sort of makes sense, they're like a fast-moving, agile wizard type thing. They mature quickly and they reach adulthood in their early teens. However, they live violent lives and rarely die of old age, but it does say that they would rarely live past 60 regardless, so. They are a relatively short-lived race. Their alignment, it tends to be chaotic. They don't really have any inclinations between good or evil, so you'd expect to see a lot of chaotic neutral. They are about as tall as humans, but they have a wiry frame, so medium, to be expected. Their base walking speed is 30 feet, and then they have bite, which, as you can probably guess, gives them a 1d4 plus strength modifier, piercing damage instead of the normal bludgeoning damage for an unarmed attack. They also have a lashing tail, which they can use as a reaction when a creature within 5 feet of them has dealt damage to them with a melee attack. It gives them a different unarmed strike, which is also 1d4 plus strength modifier, but slashing damage instead of piercing, instead of your normal unarmed strike damage, so it's like, I can bite, or I can hit you with my tail. I feel like the tail could be interchangeable with the bite in some circumstances, but if they don't want to do that, but if your Dungeon Master doesn't want to let you do that, then I can understand why. They have a wiry frame, which gives them proficiency in either acrobatics or stealth. It's pretty nice. And then finally, they can speak and read or write. Speak, read, and write Common and Draconic. So there's not really much here about them, which is sort of sad because they do sound pretty interesting. I feel like a lot of their strengths would more come out of roleplay. Like, they do have some nice features in there. It's just, I feel like, to get the most out of playing them, you'd have to focus a little bit more on roleplay, I guess, maybe, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass at this point. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you disagree, then let me know. If you feel like I overlooked any information, then please also tell me. If you enjoyed, then feel free to subscribe. I might do more of these. I'm planning to do more of these anyway. Cheers! I might see you next time. Bye.